Why did I start Follow My Dreams? You see that I'm doing YouTube, so you might think being a YouTuber is my dream. But that's not totally true. And maybe I'm doing this video too soon, but at the same time, I want this video to age well. So let me tell you the whole story. If I could say where this all started, it would probably be me playing Dark Souls 3 for the first time. This also was my first Soulsborne game I ever played, and after I beat the first boss on the first try, I immediately fell in love with this game. The game changed my whole taste for games, and I wanted more of what I got from Dark Souls 3. So naturally, I play all the other Dark Souls games, and sometime in the future I got my hands on PlayStation, and with that, I tried Bloodborne as well. And with the release of PlayStation 5, I had to also try Demon Souls. I loved all of the games. Of course, some of them are better than others. But this is not a review video. After all these games, there was another game what Miyazaki was cooking behind the scene. And we all waited for so long. Some people would say too long after the announcement, but the day finally came when it released. Eldenring. I finished it, I loved it, and I also completed all the achievements. This whole journey of playing From Software's games took a long time, many years. And during this experience, I naturally watched a lot of YouTube lore videos and so on. And I started hearing about where Miyazaki got a lot of inspiration from. Berserk! A legendary manga, loved and maybe even hated by many. But hearing in more and more about Berserk, I was really interested. What is Berserk? So I finally did it! I bought the Berserk manga, but not just the regular volumes, the small classic manga volumes. I bought the big beefy deluxe edition one. I started reading it and oh my. Let me just say now, if anyone is interested to start reading Berserk after this video, just make sure you're adult because you will see stuff you shouldn't if you're not. Also, I will tell this whole story I'm telling without no spoilers, and if I show some manga pictures, it's gonna be, I would consider no spoilers at all. So with that out of the way, yeah. The first page is really interesting. At least I definitely didn't expect that. And I was kind of confused because Guts has already his iconic big sword and was fighting all this random stuff. I was just confused where I was in the story, but once I continued reading, it all started to make sense. All I had read was basically in the future, and the Guts origin story started at volume 3, chapter 4. It's the beginning of the Golden Age arc, where you could see him as a baby. He had a horrible life since he was baby. Skipping forward, he will meet his new band. The name of the group is Hawk, with the leader's name being Griffith. And Griffith's dream was to obtain his own kingdom. Huge dream. So Guts joined Band of the Hawk and helped him with many battles, so they obviously become friends. But one day Griffith sent Guts to the secret missions and bad stuff happened during the missions. So Guts wasn't really happy about it. But once he was done with the mission, he tried to find Griffith and he find him and he see him talking with the princess. So he started eavesdropping the conversation.
A wondrous person. I imagine all of your friends too must have come so far with you, attracted by that charm.
They are excellent troops. Together we have faced death so many times. They are my valuable comrades, devoting themselves to the dream I envision. But to me, a friend is something else. Someone who would never depend upon another's dream. Someone who wouldn't be compelled by anyone, but would determine and pursue his own reason to live. And should anyone tremble that dream, he would oppose him, body and soul, even if the threat were me, myself. What I think a friend is one who is my equal. And after that, Guts and I started thinking about what he just said. Guts in his world, and me in my world. And I realize I'm working for someone else's aspirations, and not for my own. I have spent so much time, health, nerves, and so on for someone else's dream. And that's why I decided to start making videos and start posting them. So, is my dream to become a YouTuber? No. My dream is to work for myself and create stuff what I want to create. That's why I decided to go with the YouTube way. Will I succeed? I don't know. At this point, I'm just struggling during my life to break through the chains of working for someone else's dream, the same way as Guts. And all I know is that I cannot give up, and I will not. So, if you're watching this during my struggles, or you find this video where I already succeed in the future, I want to tell you one more thing. Don't give up. And see you in the next one, struggler.